First, I'd like to say that not everyone is meant to be an educator. I think that it's God's plan for those individuals who are chosen to be educators. I also think that it's necessary to consider and think about our philosophy of education or just our overall thoughts on education, and that it sets the foundation for our teaching. It sets the base for how we teach, what we teach, and our overall classroom environment. For me personally, I relate to perennialism and essentialism. I have a respect for authority and self discipline, as well as I think that starting at the basic and essential knowledge is necessary for students to expand and grow. I think that they should start at that basic level and work their way up to more sophisticated concepts. I also believe that it would be useful to use historical texts and first handwritten texts that have lasted generations. I think that would help students understand concepts better. I also believe that teachers should be the facilitators in the classroom and just lead the way for the learning. I think that children should be considered as far as how lessons are taught, but not as far as what is included in those lessons. Like I said, I think that curriculum should be based off of the basic and essential knowledge at the grade level, and should also include topics such as mathematics and history. I do believe that teachers should consider the different types of learners that are found in the classroom and should have the ability to kind of construct their lessons based off of their students' learning styles. I believe that since diversity is so prominent in our classrooms, that it's important for educators to be able to kind of change or mix up their teaching methods in order to help teach each type of learner. I think some students are visual learners. They'll learn best if they have what's being taught visually on the board or visually in front of them. Some students are kinesthetic learners, and they learn best by moving their bodies or walking around. So I think that it's important for teachers to take into consideration those differences amongst the students as they plan their lessons. With that being said, when I have my own classroom, that's something that I would be doing. I would also like to have the ability just to teach the basic knowledge and work my students to more sophisticated concepts. I would like to be the facilitator and the authority figure in the classroom and teach them how to respect authority, as well as be self-disciplined and self-determined, which I would have them take responsibility for the work that they do and help teach them that if they work hard, then they receive good. Overall, I think that with me being the facilitator, teaching them self-discipline, and also considering their different learning styles, that doing that creates a very well-rounded and helpful educator.